It's a good day to discuss football once again. The clock is ticking and the season is coming closer to an end. Most leagues have already been concluded by now, but there's still a lot to play for in the Premier League. And just before we get into the betting and league preview for the weekend, don't forget our watchword here on the Betting Nigeria podcast, which says gamble responsibly and don't stake with money you cannot afford to lose. Once again, you're watching the Betting Expert Nigeria podcast with me, Kolade, Cerebrone, and the Duchess of Sports. And when we come back from this break, we'll be going right into the league action for the weekend. All right, guys, it's good to be here once again away from the Betting Expert Academy. We are here seated to discuss footy once more. Good to have you here on set.
Yeah, great to be here again with you, Kay.
I like all the colors today. Was it something planned? Nigeria, and I'm left out. What's going on?
You're not patriotic.
Come on.
We're feeling very nice.
At the moment,
very
my only team for now is Arsenal. I'm sorry.
Your only team for now is
My
Arsenal.
team for now is Arsenal.
So that means if we don't qualify for the Olympics, you'll be okay with that.
Well, time will tell.
Okay.
We'll see. So, how was the week for you? Like in terms of betting, what went up? What went wrong for you, or what went right?
It went right in a lot of ways. I had my predictions worked. Apart from one team like that, like one team in the red side of Manchester, sort of they made it red. It just cut off my bet.
I mean,
I
it's
think
your
I'm
fault.
proud of that.
How can you go put money on Manchester United?
I was looking at Old Glory.
Even Ten
All
Hag
of a
won't put money on
sudden.
Manchester United.
And speaking of Manchester United, the biggest game of the weekend involves Manchester United, where they take on Arsenal at Old Trafford. I mean, it's only the biggest game on paper. Many people seem like it's a straight win for Arsenal, but I like to think in this kind of games, form goes out of the water. But what do you think?
Well, considering that I avoided Manchester United last time when I was predicting, which is why all my predictions came through. By the way, I just wanted to mention that, just so that you know.
I don't rub it on our faces. No problem.
But yeah, this time around, I mean, like you said, in a game of this nature, anything can happen. And Manchester United will be playing with a lot of hate. And we've seen what hate can do. We saw it with
Strong
Dembele
motivation.
against Barcelona. We saw it, a few other times. So with Unai Emery also when he faced Manchester United, Arsenal. So yeah, I think that's the only thing that can save Manchester United that day. They look horrible. And if we're looking at the way the teams have played this season and everything, it should be an easy win for Arsenal. But that's not how football works.
Okay, so give us your best betting tip for that game. You can't avoid it this time. So give us your best.
I think both teams will score. I think both teams. I
Against
think
Saliba and Gabriel.
Yeah, I think they'll find some goal somewhere.
Okay. So away from Manchester United, we have Aston Villa and Liverpool. Liverpool don't really have anything to play for. Third place is already secured, but for Villa, they probably just need a win to seal fourth place as well. So people expect not the fireworks we would have predicted based on both sides, the scoring pedigree of both sides. But regardless, what do you expect in this kind of game?
It's a game of utmost importance for Aston Villa. They know that the Champions League sports is at stake and the games are running thick and fast. I think after this one, we'll just have one game to the end of the season, so you don't have the room to make a mistake. It's more for the taking for Aston Villa. We've seen them go to unfamiliar territories and get points, especially that important win they had against Arsenal. I think that was one thing that propelled them further to believe they can get a Champions League position. So Liverpool, a high-scoring side, but still we've seen them to be conceding goals of recent, which might be to their own detriment. So, for me, as a bettor, I would be thinking both teams should score. I don't know if I should say I don't want to give a home and away win, but I think both teams should be able to score with what we've seen so far, and probably Oli Watkins comes to the scoring sheet again.
Fair point. So in a season that has been full of surprises, Cole Palmer has been one of the revelations of the season. Nobody expected him to score 20 goals. But what is even more surprising is the fact that Chelsea from the abyss are now above Manchester United. No be me talk am. That's what the table is saying. And it gets even better for Chelsea fans that they can even move up to 6th if they beat Nottingham Forest and results go their way. What do you think of the Chelsea game, and do you think they can finish in 6th?
First of all, Pochettino in, because that's my guy. I know Chelsea fans will be mad at me, but I mean, I don't care.
supporting you on that.
Yeah, but I think it's remarkable how they've bounced back in recent weeks. They've looked very good. I think from the second half against Aston Villa, they've looked really good.
Since they lost to us now.
No, the
Yeah,
Arsenal
that
game
was
was actually their only blip. Really.
Now,
Yeah,
because since they lost
actually.
to Arsenal, they've been
They have
fabulous.
to lose. They have to lose to us.
Correct.
They've been really good. Yeah, and I think that they would continue the momentum. I expect them. Now I feel like I can bet on Chelsea. Before it was I'll just bet like over 2.5 because I know goals will be flying everywhere.
Yeah.
But at least now I know that if I'm going to bet on Chelsea, I can bet straight to win and actually expect Chelsea to deliver based on how they're playing. I think that they can get sixth. They still have even fifth in view, but I think that may be asking too much because Tottenham are playing Burnley this weekend. We expect Tottenham to win that, but if they don't win that, then possibilities are there. Because
What's your bold betting tip for that game?
for Chelsea's game,
Chelsea, Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea.
Chelsea to win and over 2.5. Very bold, and I'm
Bold
sure
one,
the odds are.
bold one. Yeah, very good odds as well. Newcastle versus Brighton. What's your bold betting tip?
These two teams, they know how to score. Yes, we've not seen a very good Brighton side like what we saw last season, but still, you can't rule them off to come to the party when it's needed. And for Newcastle, they have something they are trying to chase. Still in contention for an Europa League, because I think I'll be looking at Europa League position for them, not even the Champions League slot. So I feel I'll be going for a Newcastle win, but both teams to score.
Okay, fair point. So away from the Premier League, there are still loads of betting tips and leagues to choose from all the weekend's action. And when we're right back, all three of us right here will be giving you our banker tips and odds for the weekend's games. Stay tuned. That time where you've probably been waiting for, where all three of us will share our tips for the weekend. And in case you see a Betano code, it's because Betano is our trusted bookmaker here on Betting Expert Nigeria, and all of us will be placing our bets using Betano from now henceforth. And for accountability's sake, Cerebrone is on a 100% winning run. All his tips from last time played out correctly. Duchess of Sports has somewhere around 80%, where Crystal Palace,
Let's
reigns.
call it 90 now.
No, I choose to call it 80, please, and I'm somewhere around. Let's continue.
No, we have to give you.
I'm sorry. Let's continue.
Let's
continue with the action. Let's just say we are thankful for life, and let's continue with the main discussion of this segment, where we guys share our betting tips for the weekend. So over to you, since you're on the top form right now. So give us your betting tips and predictions for this weekend games across any league at all.
All right. So first of all, I'd like to say that if you want to win money this weekend, I'm the person. I'm the guy. Because you played my tips last weekend. Obviously, you won. Congratulations. Now, this weekend we have Leipzig versus Bremen. I think that's going to be a straight win for Leipzig. Put your money on it. Sesko, Openda, everybody, they're going to deliver, right? Mainz versus Dortmund. Dortmund are on a high, but I'd rather just go safe and say go. Mainz, Dortmund, go. Both teams to score. Manchester United versus Arsenal is another game I picked. Very interesting. And I'm going to go with the tip I gave earlier, which is both teams to score. I think that's going to happen. Atalanta Roma is another game that I think will produce goals. So notice that I'm going to the go market this time around. I'm usually an over 1.5 guy, but I think I'm pretty confident about the go this time around. And so Atalanta Roma, I think both teams will score, and the odds are going to be very good for that. And also Montpellier versus Monaco, both teams to score. So that's one straight win and 4 games are both teams to score. So if you want to make money this weekend, this is what you should do.
Solid predictions there, mate. So over to you, Duchess.
I'm shivering. He just gave his prediction.
Yeah, over to you. So tell us your top betting tips for the weekend.
Yes, for the weekend, you'd want to bet safely. And whenever you have Duchess of Sports, safety number 1. So I'll start with for Germany. I just choose 3 games from the German Bundesliga. Borussia Mönchengladbach and Eintracht Frankfurt. I'm going for an under 2.5. These two teams, they know how to Normally Frankfurt would know how to win it, but they've been poor. Like currently, I feel both can score, so you should go with that under 2.5. For FC Cologne versus Union Berlin, there I'm giving also an under 2.5. I'm giving 2.52 for that one. Mainz versus Dortmund, I'm going with an away win and 1.5. Away win and 1.5. Then to the English Premier League, Fulham versus Manchester City, an away win and 1.5. Goals will be there. Bournemouth versus Brentford, very tricky. So I'll choose both teams to score 1.5. Take that too. Newcastle versus Brighton, a home win for Newcastle, but both teams to score. Tottenham versus Burnley, I'm just going to go with a home win for Tottenham. Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea, both teams to score. That's what I'm going with. Both teams to score. Then Manchester United versus Arsenal. I don't have anything, whether there is form out of the window or no window. Arsenal is going to win. So I'm going to give a straight win to Arsenal. Yes, a straight win to Arsenal because we need to increase these odds. We can't be reducing them. So these are the tips you should be going with for the weekend.
All right, just because of one tip, I think I agree with everything you said.
Why are you going to bet on Arsenal to win, though?
No, I'm not doing that. So because we are promoting diversity on the Betting Expert Nigeria channel, I'll be giving some different tips from what they have done. They've mostly given us the outcome tips, but I'll be focusing on the bet builder. And I've picked 2 games for my bet builder selection, starting with Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. And the odds will not probably be as juicy as theirs, but the bet builder is something where you can strictly just stay safe. And for my Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea predictions, I have Chelsea to win. I think Chelsea are on form right now and they will definitely win. Over 2.5 goals in that game from both sides. That means there will be at least 3 goals scored. Nottingham Forest under 1.5 goals, meaning if Forest score, it will be a consolation goal and they will score probably just 1 goal. And the first half over 0.5 goals, meaning one of both sides will at least score a goal in the first half. And combined, you have 3.90 odds. You can place a bet using the Betano code showing right there on the screen. And also a special promo code Kolade Bet where you can get a special deposit bonus for new users who would register with Betano. After that, I also have Fulham taking on Manchester City for my second bet builder tip. And the first one is Manchester City to win at halftime, meaning at halftime City will be up and leading. Manchester City to win by full time, meaning also at full time they will win the game. Haaland to score anytime. Is that even something that should be considered? Fulham over 3.5 corners. I think Fulham will still do their attacking bit and cause some little troubles. So they will get at least 4 corners and under 6.5 goals in total, meaning there will not be 7 goals scored in that game. Combined, you have 5.20 odds, and you can also bet on Betano using the code sharing right there on your screen, and the same promo code of Kolade Bet applies. So those are my bet builder banker tips for this weekend's action. And that is all from tips from myself, the Duchess of Sports, and Cerebrone. Don't forget the watchword. Don't forget the golden rule right here on the Betting Expert Nigeria podcast. Bet safe, bet responsibly. Don't stake money that you cannot afford to lose. And for those who are stumbling on this video for the first time, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, share this video on social media, and drop us a comment in the section below. And if you also have tips that you would want to share with the Nigerian community, drop it in the comment section below and we'll be sure to amplify it as much as possible. Till we come your way next time, it's been an exciting episode for myself, the Duchess of Sports, and Cerebrone. Until next time.
Amund Valencia. As an Arsenal fan, are you going to be that your sleep? Your master sleep. Are you going to be backing it?
Yes, no. Arsenal will win by over 3.5 goals.
It's not going to work.
We are winning by over 3.5.